everyone, my name is Mpumi Mzobe. I am from a village, a very small village called Ndwedwe. I moved out of Ndwedwe when I was 12 years old because of political violence in the 90s, in the mid-90s, and we moved to a place called Ntuzuma. I am the fourth of 6 kids and was raised by a single parent who struggled very much to raise us, as 6 siblings, and but did very well with us, in terms of taking us to school. And I went on to Durban University of Technology to study film and television. How big is it there? The challenge was going to do my second year. There was no money for me to go to school, to finish my studies. And I found myself having to take a gap year that I had not planned for, and I was quite depressed. Mbongeni Ngema was running a school of excellence, of performing arts, and I said to myself, I might as well just go do that. I don't need to pay there because I can't go to school. And he was like, look, the school is full, or his class is full, and the only way for me to get into this performing arts school is if I can show him that I have what it takes, basically, through an audition. And I auditioned, and he was blown away by my audition, and I found myself now as part of the class that he was going to be training for that whole year. So I found myself in a T-junction where I was meant to choose now whether I wanted to go to pursue my performing arts career or to go back to school and pursue my studies in television. And I really, something inside of me just felt like I needed I knew that I could always sing anytime, but with the opportunity to study, it was rare, it's either I got it then or not. I got an opportunity to do my internship at the SABC, and I was like, yes, this is my ticket. Which did not come easy as well because, I had no family in Joburg. So arriving here with no one, I'm starting a new job or internship. The money is little, and I have nowhere to stay. I relied on having to beg an old friend to crash at her place, which did not go very well because no income at the time, and I'm just coming as I am, and that did not work very well. She kicked me out, and I had to speak with my fellow other interns to just take me in for the month, and then I would pay them. I worked with a colleague of mine, Monotone, and he had just recorded his debut album, and he asked to feature me on his album, and he featured me on a particular song called Sweetie. So I did that song with him, and I think it got attention from other fellow producers, who had heard his album, and he told me that there are guys that are interested in working with you. And I was like, who are those guys? And it's like Revolution, with them, it's the twins. They set up an appointment now, and I went to their studio. It so happened that they were recording a few tracks for Heavy K, and so I recorded a song with them called Wena, and initially I thought that was their song. A couple of months down the line, I'm starting to hear the song in the streets. I'm like, Aibo, what's happening, And for me, it was just excitement that, there's my voice finally, like, people can just hear me sing, just hear me sing, because, the struggle is real when you are trying to break into the industry. You just want an ear. You just want someone who's going to say you are in the right path. Someone just acknowledge what you're doing, because you just never know whether you deserve a wooden mic or not, or all this is in your brain, because, the hustle is really, you are knocking in different doors and none of them are opening, and you start believing. You start thinking, am I even good enough, So when I finally had the song, for me, it was just an indication that perhaps I'm in the right path, And from there, the song grew from strength to strength, and it just became like a national anthem, if I may put it like that. That's how famous the song became. And from there, I've never looked back. After the recognition of Wena, with everyone wanting to work with me, the producers, the record labels, the other artists, I decided that, this is a perfect platform to launch my solo career. And just after Wena, I did a song. I was invited by Euphonic to do a song, and we did a song together called Busa. And that was just shortly after I did Wena with Heavy K. And Busa also became a buzz in the industry. I started hustling for producers now that I would want to work with, on my terms. And I came across a producer from Soshanguve called Bongo Beats from Mungu, Africa. Their group is still existent even today. And he produced a song for me called Somandla. At the time, I had no distribution, no nothing, and we just sent it on data file host, just for people to just receive the music. And again, the song blew up. First of all, I was petrified of signing with a major because of all the stories that I've heard of people keeping your rights to your own material, people dying poor and stuff. So from very early on, I decided that I wanted to be a solo artist. I wanted to be independent, and I wanted to do this my way. And I also wanted to learn, I'm very big on learning. I wanted to learn the ropes of the industry. And if I was to learn, the only way was if I did everything myself. Because if I would rely on a major record label to do all these things for me, then I would never know. I would never know when I'm cheated on. I would never know nothing, From the first song that I recorded in the industry, I own the copyright to it. No one can say I own the copyright to this. All that belongs to me, and which is what my biggest thing is about. The master belongs to me. And with the majors, the master does not belong to you. For years and years and years, it's work that God has given you, your intellectual property, but at the end of the day, someone else, you've given the right to someone else to exploit it. And that is, for me, that is scary. That is scary. That is why it's worth it for me to just go the route that I've taken, and just know that, 20 years down the line, if someone goes back to Somandla and a company just says they want to exploit or to use that song, and they pay me money, that money will come to me. Not to anyone else. I don't have to negotiate it with anyone else, but with the company that wants to use my music. currently work with Black Coffee, and I'm hoping that he will put out the work that we've done together on Heavy K's new album as well. I'm currently finalizing my album, my second album, and I'm happy with the songs that are in that album.
Hey, hi guys, hi. We're at
Zobona. She's gonna vent and she didn't even wanna talk. But now she's gonna be like, hey guys.
I have a best friend called Lerato. She is an actress slash singer. I think now we're going for 15 years since we've known each other. I'm just so privileged that I've seen her dream to become, and I've seen her become, and I've seen her conquer. And she's done the same for me. She's seen me dream, she's seen me become, she's seen me conquer as well. So we're just there for each other. She's recently branched into the music industry, and I'm there to hold her hand as well with what I know about the music industry. Music is my calling. Without music, I'd be the most depressed. I am at peace with the fact that 10 people can receive it or 1 million people can receive it. But it does not change the fact that I'm doing my part. I'm doing my calling.
Yep. Thank you for watching The Hustlers. That was our 4th episode. Rabaro feature Mpumi Somandla, an amazing musician and a great person to chill with. And as she has shared with us that she's gonna be dropping a second album. Yeah. So for update as in actual dates, you can just go through her socials. They're gonna pop up somewhere here, and yeah, you would get accurate updates. Thanks for the love. Amazing content coming your way. So encourage your friends, whoever, to subscribe to the channel, you know, and grow the movement. And yep, flip cheesy easy baby. Bye bye.